From nearly being fucking homeless, sleeping on the floor, not eating anything for almost weeks on end, days on end, to now traveling the fucking world, doing whatever the fuck I want, like most of you guys want to do. How the fuck did I do it, right? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I documented the entire journey, A to Z. Most of you guys can actually go and filter my videos from oldest, and you actually can see that I was still in that fucking room recording these types of videos. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to show anyone who's in a similar situation to what I was in, that it's fucking possible, that you can do anything, right? And the only reason you're not in my situation is because you haven't chosen to. So let's get right into it. So the first skill that I really learned to attune in my life was understanding frequencies and energy, right? Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein both famously stated that your mind is a transmitter and receiver of frequencies. So you are constantly receiving and transmitting frequencies into the space around you. They also talk about this in reality transurfing. So every thought that you have isn't your thought. It is just a frequency from another part of the alternative space of infinite realities. Now, if you guys have read Reality Transurfing, you understand what I'm talking about. But this book basically says that there's infinite versions of you, infinite versions of reality. There's a version of you right now who's making $1 million a month. And then there's the version of you currently sitting in your room watching this fucking video. This book will teach you how to change who you are and attune your mental frequency to the frequency of a person and of an identity of someone else in another lifeline, in another spot in this infinite alternative space of reality. So once you can kind of have this awareness that this is a real thing in reality, and this is actually how reality works, you can actually manipulate and change reality. It's fucking crazy. Now, I know some of you guys are probably watching this thinking, what the fuck is this kid saying? This sounds like a bunch of fucking gibberish. Read the fucking book, apply it to your life, and watch your life change unexpectedly in ways that you can't really explain besides reading the fucking book. Understanding these types of frequencies are real really helped me shift from the version I was to the version I needed to be, and helped me shift lifelines. I don't believe in this book, you know, lukewarm. I don't dip my toes in the water when I read this book. I understand that this book is fully real. Genuinely. There are infinite parallel realities, and I can shift from the one I'm in to the one I currently need to be in. It also explains it in quantum physics as well. So it's very fucking crazy. Now, the biggest thing that I had to understand with my frequency is that the frequencies that I'm receiving aren't me. You are not your thoughts, you are the one that observes them. So let's just say you get an intrusive thought, or let's just say you get a doubt. Those doubts and those intrusive thoughts aren't you. You don't need to beat yourself up and think, this is me. It is just a frequency that is coming to you and that you are receiving in your mental satellite dish, right? And you can choose to receive this frequency or let it pass you by. It talks about how negative frequencies, in a sense, and negative, energy structures in this infinite space of realities are called pendulums in the book Reality Transurfing. Once you learn to avoid pendulums, any sort of negative thought, idea, action, or any sort of negative karmic thing that you could be doing, like cheating or lying. Once you understand and learn to avoid those things in your life, things will just get better. It's weird. Gratitude is a high frequency activity as well. Understanding what's a high frequency thing and what's a low frequency thing really helped me out a lot, because you guys have all been on bad luck streaks and good luck streaks, right? You guys have all waken up in the morning, dropped your food on the floor, fucking stubbed your toe, hit your head on the fucking wall, all in a row. The reason why you have a bad luck streak is because you get attached to a low frequency either activity, thought, or just literal action that you're doing constantly. And it's like once you learn how to deflect those low frequency thoughts and actions and just let it pass you by and just continuously be positive in whatever situation you're in, things will get better. You guys have all been on a good luck streak as well. Closing clients every day, or fucking appointments coming in every day, or possibly every single ad campaign you launch is doing perfect, or maybe you get up and it's just a good day. Sun's shining, good food, like everything is just going along perfectly. You're almost like on a good luck streak. That is because you are thinking positively and you are almost attuning your mind to a frequency of a more positive lifeline of actual positivity and good fortune and goodwill and good luck, right? That's why I do good shit. That's why I know if I fuck someone over, it's gonna come back to me. Your thoughts come back to you like a boomerang. It talks about it in this book. Now, this book is one of the biggest things that helped me scale, just because it helps you understand how frequency and energy works in reality. And if any single person is watching this right now and is saying in their mind, this kid is full of shit, this kid is fucking talking about some bullshit, I guarantee you're broke. And I guarantee you're way more fucking poor than me. But like physically, like you don't have the money, and also mentally. You gotta understand, read this fucking book, apply it to your life, and you will make money. Biggest thing I can tell you. I kind of explained some of the principles just now when talking about frequency, but please, for God's sake, read this book. It'll be in the description. Just order it. It's not even that much. It's like 60 fucking dollars, pennies. So yeah. The second skill that I've actually learned as well, which was really fucking important, was reprogramming my subconscious subconscious mind through, obviously, like I've talked about this before, subliminal actions and subliminal like affirmations. So it's like something that can almost like you're not really hearing it or you're not really seeing it, but just affects your mind on the subconscious level, like making an audio recording of yourself saying positive things about yourself and who you are and what your identity is, and like playing that at a low volume right before you go to sleep or right when you wake up. That really does help, and it does ingrain into your subconscious when you do listen to it over and over and over and over again. But also, once you've hypnotized yourself to become the type of person that takes those automatic actions every single day, it's like you taking the actions every day, you putting in the work every single day is gonna ingrain into your mind. Once you do it for so long, you'll just become the type of person who just does it. So obviously I've talked about hypnotizing yourself to change who you are, but once you do it, it's almost like an infinite feedback loop that loops back into itself. Because think about it like this. You make a subliminal about you know, wanting to read books and you like reading books. Let's just say you're not a reader, right? And you make a subliminal about enjoying reading books, that you're grateful that you even have access to books, that you love reading, and that every time you look and pick up a book, you have the urge to read it, right? Imagine you make a subliminal talking about that. You will eventually start to have the belief that you love reading, which will in turn cause you to act upon, you know, reading genuinely. So it's like once you do that, and once you start reading more and taking the action of picking up the book and opening it and reading through the book, once you do that long enough, that repetitive action will just turn into a part of your life, and that's just gonna be a part of who you are. Your identity is so fucking important, but your identity lies at the subconscious level. You guys have to all understand that. Ask yourself, with watching this video, what type of person are you? Are you the type of person that makes $40,000 per month? Are you the type of person who makes $100,000 per month? I guarantee you're not. Because if you're not making that much money right now, then you're not that type of person. So another good mental exercise I'm gonna tell every single person that's watching this video to do, write down all of the inputs and all of the habits you do on a day-to-day basis. Everything. I don't give a fuck if you're watching porn and jerking off and doing all that bullshit. Write that shit down too. And then I want you to write down the version of you who's making $50K per month and what exact habits and inputs he's putting in on a daily fucking basis, right? I want you to look at these two people and look at all the habits on the checklists on both pieces of paper and analyze which ones you need to cut out, which ones you need to stop doing, and which ones this guy is doing over here. What is the type of person who makes $50K per month? What does he do every single day? Who is he as a person? And then basically you can reverse engineer your subliminals to cut out these old bad habits and ingrain these new ones in. You could put in your subliminal, let's just say you fucking are a porn addict. I hate watching porn. I hate fucking even typing in like porn on the fucking, you know, on the goddamn search bar. You could do that, right? Like that's a good example. Or let's just say you're an alcoholic. Like every time you pick up a bottle of alcohol, you feel disgust. You feel like shit. You feel like vomiting, right? I guarantee if you play a subliminal of you saying that, you saying you're not the type of person who drinks, you saying you're not the type of person that does X and that you are the type of person that does X, if you listen to that long enough with the right audio settings as well and the right, you know, background music, and you listen to it long enough, it will ingrain into your fucking subconscious and you will believe it. You are just hypnotizing yourself to kill that old version of yourself. You don't need to light the old version of yourself on fire and fucking shoot it 100 times to fucking kill it. It doesn't need to be that intense. It doesn't need to be that extreme. What we're doing when we reprogram our subconscious and when we hypnotize ourselves is we're just putting it to sleep. Right? Or it's asleep and we're just putting a pillow over its fucking face. That's how you're gonna kill your old self. You don't have to do the Charlie Morgan, sit through the fire, make it painful, 5 years later and you're at 10K per month. Fuck that shit. All right, there's a reason why I scaled so fucking quickly, and it was because I learned how to kill my old self in a way that was quick, easy, efficient, and painless. Painless. The reason why people burn out is because they do actions they don't want to do every single day for an extended period of time, and they finally just explode and they just fucking burn out, right? I don't burn out because the actions I view as fun. I view as enjoyable. Most people don't. Most people, if they were to look at my life and they would view the actions that I would be taking every single day, they would view it as hard work, right? But all because they believe it is hard work, all because they perceive it to be hard work, is the main thing that's going to keep them from scaling, and is the main thing that's going to continuously get them to burn out over and over and over again. You need to view the work as easy, as fun, as enjoyable, that you're grateful for doing it, and that you are the type of fucking individual that can do it. So reprogramming your subconscious mind is the second skill. Genuinely help me push the fucking needle forward. So really fucking important. So the third skill that I do want to talk about, and this actually ties back into energy and frequency as well, is understanding money. Understanding that money is energy. There's good forms of money and there's bad forms of money. If you fucking scam people, that is a low frequency activity, and that money will probably leave your fucking bank account pretty quickly. You're not deserving of the fucking money. You need to deserve this type of money. You need to become the type of person that has this type of money. There's a reason why people, when they win the lottery, they lose all their fucking money, because they're not a millionaire. They are not the identity of a person who has $1 million. That's why they lose the million very fucking quickly. And that's why millionaires millionaires, right? Millionaires, that identity, keep their fucking money for a majority of the time, unless they do low frequency activities or unless they fall out of that identity. Understanding that you need to have almost an ethical money-making, strategy is so fucking important. Do not fucking scam people. Do not fuck people over. Do not do things to make money in a unethical, low-frequency way. Just make money and be honest about it. Let's just say you don't meet your guarantee with your agency. Let's just you promise a certain amount of jobs. You don't get them that amount of jobs. They want a refund. Give them the fucking refund. But let's just say you do get them those amount of jobs, right? And they still want a refund. Don't do it, obviously. It's like a really good example with ethical money-making and frequency and energy is these OnlyFans whores online. All these fucking dumbass bitches doing OnlyFans. That is the most low-frequency money-making activity you could fucking do, is selling your pussy and tits online. Do not fucking do that shit. Like, my God, your children will probably blow their brains out when they see you later online, when they grow up. Like, my God, imagine I was in fucking elementary school and then some kid showed me a video of my mom getting clapped by 6 black dudes. Fuck, I'd probably kill myself too. You know what I mean? They can't have kids now. That's their karmic retribution that's coming back to them. They can't have fucking children. So please, everyone that's watching this, just do high frequency activities to fucking make your money. The fourth skill that I want to talk about, when I say taking massive action, is the fourth skill. Most people don't understand what that really means. Some people think taking action is just watching Hermosi online or taking some notes. Right? You guys are probably taking notes of this video right now. Stop fucking doing that. Actually, pause the video right now and I want you to cold call someone. All right? Cold calling is honestly the most low leverage thing you could do in your agency, but this is just a mental exercise. Pause the fucking video right now and cold call someone. If you don't do it, you're a fucking pussy. You're a bitch and you don't want it bad enough. Watch this fucking video, pause it, and cold call someone right fucking now. I want you guys to be attacking life, all right? Life is gonna fucking throw punches at you every which way. Trust me, I know this for a fact. I was one of those guys that life just hit with a fucking baseball bat in the face with, okay? What you need to do is attack that shit, right? Obviously, it doesn't need to be painful. It doesn't need to be hard, but attack it. Fucking fight for it, all right? Why the fuck are you even doing this? Why the fuck do you even want to make money? That's one of the biggest questions you need to ask yourself. For me, I have a huge why that I will attack life every single day for. Once you establish that why as well, the action taking you're going to take will become automatic. Remember, your why will be one of the biggest things in your belief system that will possibly drive you forward to taking the massive types of action you need to take, right? And at violent volume as well. I always talk about volume. Volume is one of the biggest tenets that I've used, but it's speed, action, and volume is what's gonna get you off the ground. You're like a fucking plane, trying to get off the ground, trying to get into the air. Because once you're in the air, once you're hitting 30K per month, 40K per month, 50K per month, it's way fucking easier to fly upwards, right? Getting off the ground is the hard part. How the fuck does a plane get off the ground? With speed, with momentum, right? It doesn't slow down at the end because then fucking nosedive into the ground. And right when it gets off the ground, it doesn't slow down. It keeps going. It goes fucking harder. The engines push fucking harder, right? That's how you have to view yourself. You have to fucking act with speed. Now, speed does not mean that you need to have sloppy work, right? That you need to watch or just make YouTube videos at like a slow pace, or that you need to, cold call, here and there, or yeah, I'm cold calling 10, 20 people. You need to be every day attacking life, 100 dials a day if you are cold calling. But fuck 100 dials. You guys should be hiring a team of appointment setters and putting out thousands of fucking dials per day if you are doing cold outbound calls. That's how you have to view it, right? Every day, hiring 10 people. Every day, calling an extra 100 people every single fucking day. That's kind of how you need to view it, right? Every single week, you should grow the amount of appointments you have on your calendar by 10. Genuinely. That's how you have to view it. That's the type of tenacity you need to have. Every single time something bad happens to you, smile. Be like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. I'm so happy this shit happened to me. That means it's gonna make my story better. Whenever life throws a fucking punch at you, you need to weave that shit, throw one back. Genuinely. You guys cannot let life fucking push you around whatsoever. And you can also do this by understanding energy and frequency like I talked before. There's ways you can manipulate your reality by using speed and just violent fucking action taking and also understanding frequency to get whatever the fuck you want. $2,000 in my bank account and 45 days later, I had 65,000. Isn't that insane? And you know how I did that? I had 15 sales calls a day. I took violent action every day. Every hour of the day I was working. I didn't want to stop. And I'm still motivated to work. More than most of you motherfuckers that are watching this right now. Isn't that crazy? So really sit down, find your why, understand what it is, and then use it to take massive violent action. Most of you guys that are watching this right now don't even understand why the fuck you want to make this money. Figure that shit out. And the fifth and final skill is investing in yourself. Now, You don't have to buy my shit. If you're a fucking day trader, find someone who is actively day trading, not someone who did it in the past and just started their coaching, you know, most of these fucking losers out here. Someone who is actively doing it now and pay them to fucking learn. Most of you motherfuckers are going to school for business to learn from a old retarded business professor that has never fucking ran a business or maybe ran one 40 years ago. And you're scared to pay for a course. And you're scared to fucking pay for a mentor. Isn't that crazy? I just filmed a podcast with my boy Smith recently. You guys are gonna see it, it's gonna pop out. I paid this guy money to even just be friends with him when I first met him. Isn't that crazy? I had no friends in the online space. No one. I just had a bunch of fucking loser friends that would do nothing all day and smoke weed and do bullshit at the time. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I need to find someone who has the same mindset as me. I don't care what, at all costs, at all means, I need to find someone. I looked into this dude. I actually looked into this dude's past as well. And I knew that he was a genuine guy from the start. That's why I paid this guy. That's why I reached out to him. I joined his free Discord community and he had this weekly call. I jumped on it. I started talking to him. And then I was like, yo, bro, let me add you on Insta. He added me on Insta. And I shot him a text. I was like, how much to have a call with you? I'll pay you $500. What can that get me? And he was like, oh, a month of coaching, just general business advice. I know you're in different niches. And I was like, okay, perfect. I sent him $500, right? And that was a lot for me. That was my fucking check, all right? I was living on the floor at this time. And I sent this dude money. This motherfucker watched me literally work, you know, every day, 10 hours a day. I'd be on his, I think it's Digital Renaissance Men, it was the community he had. I'd be on the calls in DRM fucking while I was working with this guy. He watched me do push-ups in the basement of my work while all my fucking retarded coworkers called me stupid and called me autistic for doing all this shit. He watched me go through all of that. And he just left. He just flew out the other day. But I was in a villa with him. We hung out together, we're gonna hang out together, we're mutuals now, and the only reason I have that connection is because I paid for it. The only reason I met Marco and Zeke, which are now my business partners, is because I fucking paid for information. The number one reason I feel like most people don't invest into themselves is one, they understand they won't put in the work deep down inside. They know that what happens if it does work? And they're like, oh shit, this could work. This is gonna be a perfect opportunity for me. But they're scared they won't put in the work. They have doubt, not in it like actually working out, they have doubt in themselves. They have doubt in their own ability with doing it. Second reason I'd say is ego. Some motherfuckers think that they can just get it off the ground themselves. And if so, if you do think that and you're watching this video and you're like, I don't need a coach, I don't need a fucking mentor, I got this shit myself. Have fun trying for the next 5 years with zero guidance. Go for it. Go ahead and watch every single Facebook ad tutorial on YouTube. I guarantee none of them will help you. None of them. Because none of them are updated. Facebook updates their fucking terms and shit every single month. You gotta be on top of your shit with shit like this. Genuinely. I mean, sales tactics that maybe worked 2 years ago might not be as effective as the ones that we're using currently right now in the market. Same with Facebook ad strategies, same with outreach methods. They come and go. Everything comes and goes. You need to be on top of the fucking trends, and that's why you need to work with someone who's actively doing shit you want to learn. E-commerce, day trading, social media marketing, whatever the fuck it is, invest in yourself. You are the only asset that can never depreciate. A car, crash it. A house, the government can take it. What's gonna happen to you? You're gonna fucking smoke crack and forget all this shit? You know, it's like, invest in your fucking self, boys. That's what got me here. I spent $20,000 on education and I made more than $250,000 last year. I spent $20K and I made more than $250K. So I'd say it's pretty good ROI. So guys, those are all the fucking skills that took me from sleeping on the floor to being able to do whatever the fuck I want now, you know, buy whatever I want, travel wherever I want, take care of my girlfriend, and it's amazing. And if you actually want to know more about the specific business model that actually got me here, possibly maybe hit 10, 20, 30K per month, then watch the video. It's gonna pop up right here. And besides that, boys, I will see you guys in the next video. Let's fucking kill it.